Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We have a man who hates women. And in the comments, somebody actually used the word incel. If you don't know what that word is, you can look it up. But it's like a man who hates women because he can't get them, or they don't want them, or it's like something that they just don't like about women, and they use their hatred for that. So it could be a case of it, okay? But we have a man who stabbed a 24-year-old UCLA graduate while she was at work 46 times as she begged for her life. Not only that, this man was already on bail, on the $50,000 bail for a crime committed before throwing what's it called, y'all? What's it? The flare gun, throwing a flare at a vehicle with a child in it. So once again, crime, people always out. I'm like, I don't think you can go to jail for that, but I'm like, that you really should, because that car could blow up. What the heck? But he was on bail already and went up in here, and she was alone while working. She was working alone, no other workers near her, and stabbed to death. So sad, so just insane, disgraceful, just so many words you could say to describe this disgusting man. So let's get into it. Killer hunting for a woman alone stabbed UCLA grad student 46 times as she worked at furniture store and begged for her life. And that is her. That's 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒓𝒄, and his name is Sean Laval Smith. And the hair is not giving, okay, for him. Talking about him, guys. A man with a hatred for women who went hunting for a woman alone. And they said that like in quotes, so I wonder if he said that, okay? Because I'm like, why are they saying this? But I got a feeling, what if he said that, y'all? Was convicted of a fatal stabbing of a 24-year-old UCLA graduate student 46 times as she worked by herself at an upscale furniture store in LA. Sean Laval Smith was found guilty on Tuesday of murder and a special circumstance allegation of lying in wait in the killing of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒓𝒄. The jury also found that the defendant used a deadly and dangerous weapon, a knife. Her mother and father reacted to the news. This is what they said. "I would say it's an overwhelming sense of relief," her father said. Todd Comfort told the reporters. "This has obviously been a brutal couple weeks for us." Her mother, Lori Comfort, thanked the DA but said justice would never be served because our daughter's not alive. In his closing statement on Monday, the district attorney said Smith hates women. It was on a crusade to hunt, to destroy, and to kill for the mere fact that she was a female and alone. Local affiliate KABC said Smith used her kindness against her. He then slayed her when he was close and he was safe and her guard was down. His defense attorney argued the murder was not premeditated. The decision to attack 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒓𝒄 happened in an instant, he said, local affiliates reported. This was not planned in any way. Y'all, it's so funny, I think, defense teams, because they know they're wrong, and that's their job, is to protect these disgusting, like, human beings. That's why I always say I couldn't do it. I would be giving everybody up, take them away. But it's like they have to say something. That's the thing, and it's just so insane, because I'm like, I wouldn't be able to sleep with sleep at night thinking about that stuff. How can you say this is not premeditated? Well, we don't know, because I'm like, you know what? Premeditated is like planned, but like, yeah, he planned that. He knew he was probably stalking her before. We don't know. This allegedly is my story. Let's see. He could have been watching her and knowing that nobody was up in there. That's premeditated. If you look for a little bit of time, like, that's premeditated. Like, if you see you purposely wait until nobody else is up in that story, that's premeditated. So the fact that they said that's not planned is so stupid. I'm like, you know it's planned. You just don't have nothing else to say. And you thought that was going to get him out. So I don't know if he hate women, but you know what? I would say it, because look what he did. They didn't know each other. It's like you just killed her for no reason. And it's crazy, because I say crazy a lot, y'all, on this channel. It is. It's like, the fact that, like, that's 46 times, that's a long time. That actually, on the list over here, y'all, on my list, I have a case where somebody was stabbed 90 times. We're going to talk about too one day. But 46 times, like, yeah, that makes sense. 46 times stabbing somebody, that's a lot of time, that's a lot of energy. And the fact that he kept going says it all. Like, that's personal. You was up close with her. She was the last person you saw when she died. So yeah, 100% it's premeditated, it's personal, because it's like you hated her for no reason. So yeah, insane. But they just didn't have nothing to say, y'all. The series of events leading to the murder started on January 13th, 2022, when Smith walked into the Croft House store on North LA Bree Avenue, police said. Comfort, who was studying architectural design at UCLA, was the only employee in the store at the time. He pretended to be a customer looking for a couch. He then attacked her and fled through the back door of the store. The customer eventually discovered comfort after the attack and called 911. Citing the autopsy, KTTV reported she suffered 46 sharp force injuries. 11 were 5-inch deep stab wounds to the chest, the abdomen, pelvis, right and left arm, and right and left leg, the station reported it. Smith was arrested days later in Pasadena, about 15 miles from the murder scene. At trial, jurors heard the victim's last words recorded on Smith's digital audio recorder that he left behind, along with the knife bent from the force used with his DNA. And I quote, "She's just telling him, I can help you, I can help you, I can help you." And he's telling her, "It's over." Probably a curse word. Okay, that's also very emotional. That's so sad. The fact that how did he leave an audio recorder? He left the recorder, the knife with his DNA. Like, dude, you was a dunzo. And the fact that this definitely a hatred. He probably just had a hatred for anybody. But the fact that he just like killed her and then left, and then he's telling her it's over. Like, that's like psychopath level. Like, you see somebody begging for their life and you're still going. I think that's so insane, because a lot of these killers do this. They don't care. They just want to murder somebody. And I think if you got that urge, you are another type of human being and you don't belong here. And there's a lot of people who don't belong here. But the fact that she was begging for her life is so freaking sad. And the fact that he did not care is so dark. And he definitely deserves like to just go down. Why don't we just give these people the same death they give their victims? 𝒕𝒂𝒚 Jessica Rogers, who did not know the victim's family but attended in support of them, told them how devastating the audio was. "We heard a recording of him making these statements about how he hated women," Rogers said. "An innocent, kind woman begging for her life. She tried to get help. She did nothing wrong." Smith had a criminal history spanning the coast. At the time of the killing, he had been free on a $50,000 bond, facing charges for firing a flare gun at a vehicle with a child inside in South Carolina in November 2019. Smith faces a non-jury sanity phase of his trial in her case, set for October 2nd, prosecutor said. He faces life in prison without parole. He's being held at the LA County Jail without bail. Okay, yeah, 𝒂𝒄 is right. We have a woman hater, somebody who probably couldn't get nobody. That's what it is. That's what it be, y'all. These dudes who just don't like women because nobody want you, or like the girl that you're obsessed with don't want you. It's crazy. But the fact that he was making statements like this say it all. Like, yeah, you're a loser, dude. And why he taking out on her is so crazy. It's like, you didn't know this girl. And then he did what they all do. They play it off, acting like he behind the couch. He don't even, looking at his photos again. Let me go back up, y'all. He don't even look like yeah, I was gonna say he don't look like he'll buy furniture, but that's a little racist towards my own people. But still, it's like, I just think that's so crazy that he did that. It's like, you woman hater, you played it off and you killed her, stabbed her 46 times, and then told her it's over as she's begging for her life. That's a sick individual who, they can also, I guess they can say sanity. That's the only thing they really can say. I'm like, he's gone, and no matter what, he's going to get life in prison without parole. It's an overkill. The amount of overkill he did was insane. It's like no remorse. There's no remorse in this case. But I always find it interesting, why, when you talk to these people in court, how can you just sit so normal? You killed somebody and stabbed them a lot. That's a lot of energy. Also, where was anybody else in the store? Like, oh my God, that's scary though, because they can happen literally at, like, these random stabbings, they can happen anywhere, anytime. Like, I did the one with the girl at that girl who was kind of insane off her meds and stuff, who stabbed the woman, her son, and her son, and the baby died, got stabbed in the neck in the parking lot. But the fact that woman, I'm like, people need to start looking, because she had a knife in the store walking around with it. So I'm like, and people was even looking behind her. So I'm like, yell out, like, watch out behind you, move, like, oh my God. But you got these cases where, like, people are just randomly stabbing people, and it's so weird. It's like, what is this economy has come to? It's just so gone. We're gone as human beings. Like, this dude it's like it's just a random act of violence. That's all this was. But yeah, I'm gonna use incel in the title because that's what he is. He hate women, and we can look at you. We can easily look at him and be like, well, we hate you too. Like, what you want us to do? We hate you. Don't put your problems on us. Like, God, get a life. And my sister always said it. That's what's funny. Every argument don't even make sense. She'd be like, get a life every time she loses an argument. So yeah, we need to just start telling these people who kill to go get a life, because sometimes people need to just go outside, get a drink of coffee, and go relax and go on a solo date. That's what you need. Stop trying to find validation in something that's not happening right now, especially if you're not helping it. You can't get mad just because somebody don't like you or don't want you. I don't know what's the reason why he hate women, but there's a reason. Normally it's probably because of like a rejection, and they just got obsessed with people and they don't want them. It's like, don't get mad at them. Don't get mad at the other, gender because of your problems. Like, go figure your life out and figure it out. That's the same thing, but you know what I mean. Go figure it out. I just don't understand it because they're everywhere. Y'all see these podcasts with these men always talking down on women, and I'm like, why do people really do this? And the fact is that there be a lot of men that comment the same. Like, that's what they comment. They want other people hearing that stuff. That's what they want. They secretly think this. And I'm like, it's all like they do that with men they do that with talk about women like that because women be talking down men. But I'm like, the way that the men talk about women nowadays is just so defiled. Like, it's just gross. And I'm like, this world has come so far just down. Like, as humans and as like the genders we are is just gone. I just don't understand. This was a random act of violence. Like, he stabbed her 46 times. She begged for her life and he said it's over. There is no remorse in this. This is definitely, also let me go and say this last thing. The fact that his defense team said it's not premeditated. He acted like he was buying a couch. He brought a knife. Audio if this is premeditated. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe out there. Stay aware. Stay alert. Alert is the big one in this. You're working alone. You need to look around you. You just never know. I did this at work before when I worked at PetSmart, y'all. We had some crazy people at night. And I promise I'm going to end this video, but let me hurry say this. You have some crazy people, especially when you're up at the register by yourself. You're the only one up there because other people's working. My eyes are looking everywhere. I don't let people come behind me either. You just always have to be careful. So on that note, stay safe, y'all. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, loves. Road to 900. Bye.